Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. Today is February the 1st, and I was recently asked a question about if you could grow dahlias in peat pellets. And I don't see why you couldn't grow them in peat pellets, and we're actually going to try them. Because the advantage of the peat pellets will be less of a transplant shock, or possibly no transplant shock at all. So I have my Jiffy peat pellets here, and I have my warm water here, and I'm just gonna pour some of this in here. I'm gonna close the lid and let these soak this up. Now, dahlias need 75 degrees to germinate, and germination should take place in 7 to 20 days. So I'm going to be planting more of my Figaro mixed dahlias, and I'm going to try this experiment and see what happens. Okay, so we're back, and put some more light on here for us. Our peat pellets soaked up, and I've already fluffed the seeds on these three here. So if you look at this peat pellet here, we're going to pull our netting back, and that's what I did on these as well. I pulled the netting back, and there's a hole in our peat pellet. You can't see it. I'm sorry about the lighting. But I'm going to cover that over. And I'm going to firm the soil down to make sure there's like no air pockets, because you don't want any air pockets. So it's a nice, smooth surface there now. There you go. That's better. Sorry about that. I had to move my lights for another project, and I'm still working on getting them put back where they were. So, I have my dahlia seeds here, and we're going to try 4 of them this way. I already have some growing in seed starting mix, which I did a video on. I'll leave a link below for it, and I will show you what they look like at the end of this video here. But I'll leave a link in the description for how to start them in seed starting mix if you want to do that. You're more than welcome to pick whichever way. So I have the seed in the Jiffy peat pellet. Now we need to barely cover these. So I firmed them down into the soil. Just checking to make sure this is a good seed here. Yep. If your seeds are flimsy, they're not going to be good. Okay. And what I'm going to actually do is just barely cover these with some of the soil from the peat pellet. And I've never tried to grow these in peat pellets, so this is my first time trying this, and I'm really excited to see the results. It should be quicker blooming time, less transplant shock to 0 transplant shock. The only thing we're going to have to watch is the roots, because the roots are probably going to grow very quickly. So we don't want them growing into each other, because then you'll have to pull them apart and you could damage the root system, and we don't want to do that. So I'm thinking with this way here, we're going to get a stronger root system. Okay, so I have these barely covered, and I can still see the seeds. So that's how barely covered I have them. And I'm going to take my spray bottle here. I'm going to spray over them just to make sure I get that seed nice and wet. And we're going to go put them in one of our grow boxes. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, and I put this in my grow box. Now, the light that I'm using is a fluorescent daylight, or you can use sunshine bulbs. I use both of them. It's on for 14 hours a day, and then it shuts itself off. I actually let the light heat the boxes up. Now, I'm not going to enclose this one in, this box here completely in, the grow box, because I don't need it that hot. It just needs like 75 degrees to germinate. So this is where the other ones germinated at, and they should do good here. Now, my seeds were pre-chilled. I keep my seeds in the refrigerator in a Ziploc bag, and when I need them, I take out what I need, and then I put them back in the refrigerator in a Ziploc bag. So I will show you now the other ones that I did that I put in seed starting mix, just to show you what they look like. So these are my dahlias that I started in the seed starting mix. They were started on 1/16, and I did have to reseed a few of them because I was having that issue with my seeds weren't the best quality. So I had to reseed like 4 of them. But you can see here what they look like. I'm holding the light up because you wouldn't be able to see under if I wouldn't be. And again, I'll leave a link below for how to start your dahlias and seed starting mix. And when those other ones start sprouting, we'll come back with another video. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them below and I will try and answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit that little notification button. That'll tell you when I put a new video on. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.